In this video, we're now looking at Rule 4 of indices, almost halfway through. So, rules of indices, Rule 4, 8 to the power of 0. Now, the most common error people see is they see 0 in there and think, all right, we're just timesing by 0, it must give us an answer of 0. However, I'm going to prove to you that this is not the case. And to do that, I'm going to look at two different bases here. I'm going to look at base 3 and base 2. Right, 3 cubed, 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, 3 squared, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 to the power of 1 is 3. So we have to find a pattern that leads us to 3 to the power of 0. Well, to go from 3 cubed to 3 squared, I've simply divided by 3. And similarly, to go from 3 squared to 3 to the power of 1, I divide by 3 again. So the same pattern must hold for the next iteration. So if I divide by 3 again, 3 divided by 3 gives us 1. Let's see if this works over here as well then. So 2 cubed, 2 times 2 times 2 gives us 8. 2 squared, 4. 2 to the 1 is 2. And 2 to the power of 0. So again, this time we're dividing not by 3, but by 2. Divide by 2 gives us 4. Divide by 2 gives us 2. 2 divided by 2 gives us 1. So if I raise anything to the power of 0, I get 1 as my solution. So 8 to the power of 0 is 1. So we can rally through this really quickly. It doesn't matter what our examples are. 3 to the power of 0 we know is 1. 2 to the power of 0 we know is 1. So that means that 7 to the power of 0 must be 1. 100 to the power of 0 is still 1. In fact, 1,000,001 to the power of 0 is still 1. Makes no difference what that number is. If it's the power of 0, it's still 1. So g to the power of 0 is 1. We're getting the hang of this? Right, this is where it gets a wee bit more tricky then. If I gave you 2g to the power of 0, oh, this is a bit trickier. We deal with the g to the power of 0 first. This 2 plays no part with the 0 at all. This is 2 times, well, g to the power of 0 we just said is 1. 2 times 1 gives us 2. So this coefficient, timesing anything to the power of 0, we end up with the coefficient itself. We'll do one more. This is different to 2g to the power, all to the power of 0. From rule 3 of indices, we saw before that if I raise something to the power of another power, everything that's inside the brackets has to be dealt with the power individually. So in the example we've got here, because they're both inside the brackets to the power of 0, they both must be raised to the power of 0. This is 2 to the power of 0 then, times g to the power of 0. Well, 2 to the power of 0, we've already said up here, is 1. And g to the power of 0, we said here, was still 1. 1 times 1 gives us 1. There you have it. Try some for yourself.